Hello, everyone, Randy here, and today, well, we're not going to be working on this here today. I thought I'd just show you folks that I do have some parts in here for my truck. I've got brand new rotors, which do come with the studs pre-installed, as well as the outer bearing race installed as well. So, yes, we got some parts here. Fortunately, I don't have the bearings yet, so I can't really do much without the bearings. And I can't really do much on this side without a new spindle. So, yeah, I've got some, bought some grease here as well, some wheel bearing grease. So I got some of that. But, yeah, like I said, everyone, can't really do much here until I get new parts. But there are the new rotors. They look nice and shiny, I guess. I mean, they're rotors. What am I going to say? By the way, if I haven't mentioned this already, I am going to do both sides on the front of this truck here. I'm not going to mess around here. Both sides are going to get done exactly the same here. So, again, bearings on that side seemed like they were fine. But I did point this out when I was taking it off here. I did notice, where do I got the rotor here? Oh, there it is. I don't know if I want to pick this up here. This is all nasty. But let's see what's here. I did notice there's some thin spots and thicker spots. Like right here, you notice it's pretty thin. This side is, of course, thicker. I'm not, okay, one side's thicker or thinner than the other. That doesn't really particularly bother me. But if you flip it around here, can I get this to... Yeah, if you notice here now, it's back to being thick. So this rotor is not particularly great, in my opinion. So that's why I'm doing this side as well. Like I said, bearings seem to be fine. I did off camera. I don't think I did this on camera. I did clean all these parts up. Ran it through some brake cleaner there. And just cleaned them up the best I could. Of course, I'm not reusing any of the bearings, so I'm not even going to bother worrying about those. Same thing with the rotor. Not even going to bother cleaning that up. That's just getting thrown away. By the way, you're wondering how much these cost. These were $35 a piece, I believe. So I didn't think that was that bad. $35 for rotor, studs, and outer race bearing there, or the race for the outer, or the outer, the race for the bearing. Put it that way. So yeah. I was surprised at how thin these were as well. They're like not much thinner than the ones I currently have. So minimum thickness 20. Looks like that's about what they are now. But oh well, whatever. So like I was saying, as far as I know, I'm not aware the rotors have ever been changed on the front of this truck. So it's possible they have been. My dad owned this truck before I did. And I asked him, he's like, he didn't recall ever changing out the front rotors. And I certainly never have. So they've been on there at least as long as I've been driving the truck, which has been a few years now. And, one question I get asked fairly frequently here as well whenever I'm working on this truck here. Do I ever have problems finding parts for it? Not typically, no. You can probably tell by the sticker on here. All the parts I ordered for this, with the exception of the spindle, I got from Rock Auto. So, and these took, 2 days. I ordered it I ordered it Wednesday night, and it is now Friday, so they're here. Again, unfortunately, I didn't get the rest of the parts. I got them from three. That's right. It was 3 separate warehouses. It's kind of one of the unfortunate things with Rock Auto. They charge you for shipping from each warehouse you order from. And I declare the Rock Auto website's being fishy on me. I tried very hard to order the parts all from the same warehouse, and despite my best efforts, I had it coming from 2, and it somehow ended up being 3, coming from 3 warehouses. The warehouse locations were literally switching around as I added items to cart, so I don't get why that was. Like when I added these, I think these were like warehouse B or something like that, and then I went and added the wheel bearings. These all suddenly became warehouse C, and my wheel bearings came from, it's like, really? Pretty sure they're shafting me on that one, but oh well. Not like shipping's that expensive. I just ordered regular shipping. So again, gotta wait till I get the rest of the parts here, unfortunately. These aren't the parts I need yet. I need the wheel bearings first. And actually, I need a spindle first on that side. So yeah, not much else I can do. But I got wheel bearings coming. I've got, what else do I got? New seals coming. I've got a spindle for that side coming. New brake pads coming. Thought about getting new calipers as well. But I think they're okay. They seem to be working, so they're not leaking that I can tell. I thought about getting new ones, but decided not to. They were only, new calipers were like $35 a piece as well, so it's not like they were that expensive. I thought that was actually quite reasonable. It's like, wow, $35 a piece, that's not bad. So, And unfortunately, these rotors, by the way, I had to get the cheaper ones because I've got a front-wheel drive or four-wheel drive truck here. They didn't have a very good selection. I wasn't very happy with their selection of four-wheel drive rotors. I guess they're different because they got rotors for rear-wheel drive, which they had a fine selection of rotors for rear-wheel drives, but which, I guess would maybe make sense, everyone, because probably most of the four-wheel drive ones, if you got a four-wheel drive one, you're probably driving it up north somewhere where the nonsense they put on the roads nowadays is going to utterly destroy your vehicle. So it kind of makes sense. The only ones left are probably mostly rear-wheel drive, but oh well. So yeah, they didn't have very good selection. These are, I would say, probably cheap ones, but that was pretty much all they had. They were these are the most expensive of the cheap ones they had. So what I did, everyone, it's like all they had was, what do they call them? Economy. If you've ever been to Rock Auto, they list them, I think it's what, like economy, daily driver, and then like the good premium ones or whatever. They got a couple different categories. So like I said, these were the cheap ones, or what I call the cheap ones anyway. So I just got the most expensive of the cheap ones. Anyway, not going to be working on that. Like I said, today's video, what we're going to be working on is the 2010. We're going to see if we can get that seat on. But first things first, we do need to figure out what's wrong here. I don't know. I did take a few minutes to look online. I could not find any pictures of a 2010 seat. So what I did find was lots of pictures of the same seat that's on the 2510. So the seat that we have on the 2510 is what they showed for the 2010. Now, I don't know if there's different seats that can go on this tractor. I don't know. It's very well possible. And the same seat that fits the 2510 also fits this tractor. This tractor has a different seat. I don't know. But like I said, everyone, all I could find was seats that matched the same thing that we have on the 2510. So, oh well, we're going to have to kind of maybe figure this out. We got the spring and there's a shock in there. Probably no good, the shock anymore, if I had to guess, but we'll stick it back on at least to try to figure out how it goes. We're definitely missing a pin here. That's like gone. I don't know, folks. I don't understand it. Anyway, what I want to work on first, though, is this bloody part. Yes, this part. Look at that awful paint. Oh, my goodness. This is the third freaking time I've painted this, everyone. And, okay, I admit, it was cold out the first time I painted it. I didn't think it would do what it did, though. It's like, okay, it's probably just going to take a little longer to dry. Okay, it's got all weekend. I don't care. Take your time drying. But, no, it ran badly, very badly, to the point I didn't like it. So we sanded the runs out, cleaned it up, tried to repaint it, and this is what it did with the green paint. And you notice all that? The green paint did that. So what we did yesterday is we sanded it all back down. I mean, I didn't take it all the way back down, everyone, but I took it basically almost down to the primer, and actually, I took it all the way down in a few spots. The bad spots, I took it all the way down. It's like, screw this. We're taking it all the way back down to the original. And, made sure it was nice and warm, not too hot. Like I said, it was maybe, like 70 degrees or something. It wasn't hot by any means. Tried to repaint it here, and it did the same thing again. Look at that. So, look here, part. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take you right down to the bare metal if I have to here. But I'm probably going to take you down to the original paint. I'm going to strip every last bit of paint I've put on here back off, period. And we're going to try repainting this again. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to start with that because I want to get this part painted. It's been sitting here all week. This should have been on like several days ago. I wanted to put it on and just be done with it. But it's of course not. Of course not. Now, I get what went wrong the first time. It was too cold. Okay, the paint ran. I don't get what was wrong the second time. Why did the paint do that? I don't know. Was it too cold? Well, no, it wasn't too cold. It wasn't too cold the last two times I painted. That's for sure. That wasn't the problem, being too cold. Just, too cold the first time, so the paint isn't setting up right. That's the only thing I can think of here, everyone. It was too cold the first time, and the paint hasn't dried properly. But, again, it's been a week. It's been warm. Don't know. Anyway, let's strip that paint off. You two still behaving yourselves over here yet? I thought I heard some ruckus going on over here. Oh, what's oh the Mahindra there is making fun of the John Deere, is it? Oh, something about having to pull the John Deere's engine off and put it back on. Oh, I see, Mahindra. Tisk tisk. Shame on you, Mahindra. Shouldn't be making fun of the John Deere like that. Well, there we go, everyone. That looks much better. I don't think, yeah, we don't have any runs in it. Looks like that finally turned out. I probably should lift that off there, make sure it's not stuck down. Yeah, there we go, we're good. So yeah, that finally turned out. I got 3 coats of primer on there and 3 coats of paint. We'll just let that dry. Again, it's a little bit chilly out here, so it'll probably take a little longer to dry, but that's fine. It can take all the time it wants. Anyway, back on the 2010 seat here, and as you can tell, I did get the seat off of the slide mechanism here, the adjustable slide. Got it off there. That took probably like literally an hour's worth of work right there, just because there was like crap packed in here, and then everything's a little rusty and stiff and doesn't want to move, and yeah, all that good stuff. So finally got it off. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it now that it's off, but I got it off. Got it cleaned up at least, so hopefully we can see what we're working with here. I did find some rusty nuts and bolts under here, so not that I've taken off. They came off of something somewhere. I don't know. Still not entirely sure what this is for either. Not sure on that. I mean, there's a pulley back here, but where does it go? Beats me. I don't see anything that it would go to. So yeah, I don't know. A little mystified by that one. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to get this back on here, and then I'm going to see if I can figure out how to get that spring on. Oh, I'm going to have to go see what I can find for something to go in there. Right, I got to make sure I'm not sure what I can do for that, but I'll have to figure something out. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, I couldn't find like a picture or diagram of this seat, so I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, or where it needs to be, or how it needs to go, but we're going to just try to figure it out. And I don't know if I can got somewhere I can prop the camera up or not that you folks will be able to see. So maybe I'll just update you folks once I get it back on. check it after this one, maybe?
Yeah, probably better. Got 680.
One more pass.
One more pass, yep.
To an end. A family's grief.
647.
And there we go, everyone. It now has a seat on it. Didn't go too bad. The spring is actually under there. I know the seat looks like it's tilted back, but when you sit on it, it levels itself back out. I think just because of the way that spring holds it. We got this. This is the lever that you adjust it with as well. That kind of works. You can see a little wet under there. We sprayed it down with some WD-40. But yeah, there's the new seat. The back bracket isn't quite right, and I wasn't able to use the brackets it came with. Notice the spacing here, and then if we go to the back, this is significantly wider. So I had to reuse the brackets, which, I mean, that gives us the John Deere logo, even though it's not in very good shape back on there at least. So this is the for the 2510, by the way. That doesn't go with this tractor, but yeah, that didn't go too bad. I think that looks a lot better on there than that old seat does. And plus we got this whole apparatus under there back together. Got it tensioned down. It's maxed out on the tension. I think that spring is pretty much kind of worn out, but at least it does have some spring to it. Now, I can't do it with my hand here, but if I get up there, it does spring. So that's pretty good. That is a lot better than it was. My brother came out here and helped me with that, so that went pretty good. And video before this, we actually had to lathe up a part here, right down here, this part here. I don't know if you can see it there. We put that in a lathe. This spring has a 7/8 diameter hole in it, but then the little things that hold it are 5/8. So what I did, rather than buying the 7/8 rod, I don't know if our local hardware store even has that. I don't think I've ever seen it there before. I bought a 7/8 bolt. We cut off the threaded portion, cut off the head, so I just had the smooth bit left, and then we turned it down the diameter on both ends there to 5/8. So I don't know if you can see the other side there. So yeah, that went pretty good. Let's see what's here. Yeah, I think that's gonna about do it for this video for now. Again, parts painted. Yeah, you folks have any comments or questions? Be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.